What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we are going to talk more about The Last of Us Part 2, the leaks that have rocked the internet. Naughty Dog is crumbling right before our very eyes. They are attacking fans. They are coming up with excuse after excuse. They don't seem to know what to do right now. The vice president is attacking the fans, going with the ist and the ism, the tired old excuse of that, where when we do something wrong, we're going to go after you and call you bigots because this is what they always do. We just learned that Anita Sarkeesian might have had some involvement in this game, which is hilarious. Yellow Flash is the first person that I saw cover this story, so I'm going to toss it over to a clip from Yellow Flash's channel. Go subscribe to Yellow Flash too. Go watch this video in its entirety over on his channel. He does a fantastic job, does a little bit of investigative work, goes a little Batman on all of us, and find some more details out, so watch the entire video. Also, shout out to Memology 101 and Ryan Kennel. I watched videos from them as well. Great coverage, and I believe this is the tip. This is the tip because there is a lot. There is a lot going on here, and there's a lot that's going to be uncovered in the coming days and weeks. So again, here's Yellow Flash. Check this out.
And basically it starts off here. Off-the-record stories about her videos being used at game studios. Sarkeesian confirms that Naughty Dog's Neil Druckmann and Arcane's Harvey Smith have spoken about the insights they've gleaned from feminist frequency videos and used in their later games. In Arcane's case, Dishonored 1 was awful to women, like in every way, is so bad, she says. While I loved that game, I was very vocal about how bad that was, and so were many other people.
Okay, now, again, if Anita Sarkeesian has any involvement whatsoever, does that surprise anyone that this game has gone down the feminist, the identity politics rabbit hole, the woke rabbit hole? Does that surprise anyone? Not even the slightest. What in the world are you doing speaking with this woman about anything that has to do with video games? Why are you speaking with her at all? Which is fine, whatever. You want to be friends with some weirdo? That's fine, all right? But when you are getting her advice on how to do anything with female characters, unbelievable. It's truly astonishing to find this out. Incredible, but not surprising. Not surprising at all. Also, Neil Druckmann, the vice president of Naughty Dog, posted something over on his Instagram, a Kurt Cobain quote, talking about all of this nonsense about ist and isms, and if you don't like women, if you don't like people of color, stay the F away from us. How many times have we seen that happen? How many times have we seen companies like in the movie business? How many times have we seen the Ghostbusters 16 template? How many times have we seen them go after the fans because you did a bad job, because you pushed real world politics into a video game, a movie, some type of entertainment property, and instead of owning it once the fans give them the negative backlash, instead of owning it, they attack, and they attack. I've talked about this many times. I am not a fan. I am not a fan of Zack Snyder's DCEU. In fact, I hate it. I despise it. But do you know what Zack Snyder has never done? Zack Snyder has never called me an ist or an ism or a bigot because I don't like his movies. Zack Snyder knows how to handle things like a grown man, and that's why I will always respect Zack Snyder. I may not like his DCEU. I do like Snyder as a director, and I like Watchmen, and I like Dawn of the Dead, and I respect 300. I don't like his DCEU, but he nor Warner Brothers, at least the top brass at Warner Brothers to my knowledge anyway, but I'm speaking directly about Zack Snyder and his films, he has never gone after the fans, and that is why I will always respect Zack Snyder. But you have weirdos like Neil Druckmann and all these other people that when they get criticism, they always paint a broad brush of the fans as ist or isms, and it's ridiculous. There's also details about why this whole situation, why it was leaked. So here we are over on Reddit, and it says, reason revealed why disgruntled employee leaked The Last of Us 2. Now again, this is from Reddit. I'm not saying this is true. I'm just saying this is what we're hearing. There's no, like, even this person says got any actual source. So again, this is speculation, okay? This part is speculation and has been widely speculated that this is what was going on. So everyone please read and repost this to Reddit and Twitter. A source that works at Naughty Dog revealed recently why the leaks happened. The reason was indeed a pay dispute, but that is not the whole story. Hundreds of furlonged staff had approached Naughty Dog to ask for an advance of a post-release bonus they are contractually obligated to receive. A common industry practice is to underpay workers during production and promise them huge bonus 6 months after game's release. The better the game sells, the higher the bonus. Some employees had already made plans for this bonus, planned a wedding, buy a house, and kids to college. When the game was delayed indefinitely, all of those plans went out the window. Some employees were hoping to use their bonus to weather the coronavirus storm and provide for their families. Naughty Dog flat out refused the request to advance them even a portion of their future bonus. The insider says the employee was told that his contract stated he would be paid out for 6 months after the game releases or not at all. The employee was threatened with termination for making the request. The studio was worried more employees would demand their bonus now if they gave this one employee his bonus early. I understand that mentality, in terms that specific mentality of if you give it to one, you have to give it to all. To add insult to injury, senior staff, including Neil Druckmann, asked and received their bonuses early. This pissed off the majority of employees at Naughty Dog. The leaks were a way of forcing the studio to release the game sooner than later. The leaker is risking career and financial ruin so that his fellow abused workers can get their piece of the pie a lot sooner. Studio rumor put the expected release date around the holidays before the leaks. This means that the staff wouldn't receive their bonuses until May of 2021. Please spread the word as quickly as humanly possible. Thank you. Now, again, just to be clear, this is speculation. I haven't seen if this has been confirmed by anyone. So again, pure speculation, but that is what's being discussed. And that was the rumor that this was all about a pay dispute initially when this all happened. Ultimately, where I fall on this is when you get woke, I have no sympathy for you. If you are referencing Anita Sarkeesian to help you with your female protagonist in video games and to kill off your male protagonist, I have no sympathy for you whatsoever. None. I have negative sympathy for you at that point. You deserve no respect if you are referencing someone like Anita Sarkeesian. You don't get respect from me, and from the heavy majority of all people out there with common sense are not going to give you respect either. So the fact that her name is involved in this, it only makes me happier that this has happened to Naughty Dog. Now, again, I say that from a developer standpoint. I understand that there are unfortunate individuals that are going to be caught in the crossfires here, and that's just a sad situation of the reality of what's going on. But Naughty Dog pushed out a woke product. Naughty Dog went into the identity politics world. Naughty Dog sacrificed character development story for identity politics, and the fact that Anita Sarkeesian was involved is confirmation of that, not to mention everything we've already heard with how we lose certain characters. And again, I'm being careful about talking about specifics here on this channel just because, but there are specific characters that we lose in this game, and you are forced to play as other characters that we don't know that seem to be pushing the ideology that they want to push with their woke agenda. And these are the things that fans are frustrated with. We are so tired of real-world, current 2020 politics being put into video games. I know there are people out there that are trying to make the excuse, well, this had, references from World War I or World War II or whatever. Like, that's not current real-world politics. That is history. Those are things that are in history that are being re-referenced, decades later or whatever. When you put current real-world politics into a video game or a movie, you are compromising the entire story. You are compromising all the characters when you start bringing real world politics, because you're bringing your personal agenda into it at that point in time. And it is ridiculous, and fans are sick and tired of it. I want to give a shout out to Yellow Flash too, because Yellow Flash is one of the first people I saw to reference the Anita Sarkeesian story. I'm going to leave a link in the description for Yellow Flash 2's channel. I also want to give a shout out to Memology 101, one of my favorite channels on YouTube, and I want to give a shout out to Ryan Kennel, RK Outpost, who did a great job of talking about this entire story as well. So again, The Last of Us 2, it just continues to get worse every single day. The more we hear, the worse it gets. We don't know everything that has happened, and everything has not been confirmed, but the things that we know for sure, we've seen. We've seen the screenshots. We've seen the game clips. We've seen the character's demise. We know what's going on in this game. And again, fans are livid over this, and rightfully so. This is a Game of Thrones Season 8 situation. This is a Last Jedi situation. This is Ghostbusters 2016 level. This is bad, and it's only going to get worse, and Naughty Dog deserves every single bit of it. And I am laughing, and I'm going to continue to laugh at them. I feel bad for the fans that are out there that, you know, aren't really into the identity politics nonsense, and they're just looking forward to their game, and they've been spoiled. I hate it for those people, and I'm not, you know, saying that that's okay. It's just unfortunate that that's where we're at. It's also unfortunate for the good, hardworking employees at Naughty Dog that are caught up on this, but when you have a company that's going down the woke rabbit hole and talking to people like Anita Sarkeesian, then they never had the best business interest in mind in the first place. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.